Are you looking for an investment property, fix and flip, rental, or to keep them as a buy and hold? You're tired of looking for those investment properties on the open market where multiple offers, retail prices, and numbers won't make sense as an investment for those properties. And perhaps someone would tell you you should look for off-market properties where all the potential of those properties are, where you get to discover those properties. There are no multiple offers. You're the only one on the table, and the best part is it's a discount price properties. However, with that being said, there is a catch. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Waleed Yousif. I'm a real estate investor here in South Texas. Today we're coming up with a new video talking about ins and outs about 5 risks when buying off-market properties in South Texas market. So you as an investor, you get to make an informed decision when buying in off-market properties. Now, to start with that, to give you some background information about off-market properties, usually that when people want to sell their property, they would list it with an agent on the market. They would work, they see the comps, they check the property, and typically those properties are in good condition. They go more like a retail for a first-time family home buyer, and they basically get to be sold for financing. Now, also there are on-market properties where more like for investment. However, still, those are really get sometimes really pushed up for higher price, for very close to retail, where it won't make sense to make them as a rental or as a fix and flip. Now, off-market properties are those properties that, whether that's an investor, agent, wholesaler, have already an agreement with the seller of that property. However, they don't go on market. It gets sold off market. So it gets sold before even it reached on market property, whether that someone would buy it directly from the seller, or for a wholesaler perhaps would assign it to another investor still off market, or for agents what they call it a pocket listing, where they would have a listing agreement. However, they won't push it to MLS. What they do, they would just sell it off market. So this is what to look in this video. One, how to find those off market properties, or who's selling those off market properties, how to check them and inspect them, and also how to secure funding for those off market properties. Now, to start, I wanted to share with you my personal story for those off market properties. When I started many years ago for going into real estate, I started with reading some books, watching some podcasts on YouTube, and I come across also Bigger Pocket at a time, read a couple of books, and majority of them were talking about reaching to real estate agents, making a lot of offers on those on-market properties that look more for investment, and then would make the numbers to fix and flip or to buy them as a rental to make a cash flow properties. However, what that happened is that as I started doing the numbers, reaching out to agents, it was really difficult to find properties that can really pencil out as an investment, as a fix and flip, or to make cash flow as a rental. So then, after doing all that, reaching out to a lot of agents, building a relationship with real estate agents to make offers, I still find myself beating by different offer higher than my offer, and I would lose the deal. Until I found about off-market properties, and mainly wholesaling off-market properties. And that's where really the whole business itself, reaching out, creating lists, creating system, and reaching out to sellers who are motivated to sell the property fast and as is condition for cash. And that's where we started doing, reaching out to sellers, and getting off-market properties, whether for us to keep or to assign to investors that we have in our network. So with that being said, let's start with risk number one, buying from unknown person. That could be an investor, that could be a wholesaler, that could be agent. Basically, you'll get called, you get email from people that you don't know, never talked to, you don't know if they're individual or companies. So they would pitch to you an off-market property. They would tell you all the numbers for it. So the thing is that you really don't know them. The risk there is that you don't know how they really did the numbers. Did they have contract? Did they have the proper documentation with the seller, or do they have it really with anyone? Do they have the complete picture of what they're doing? Some people really could watch a video and go in and start doing that, and which that rely a big risk. So how is that? So you have to vet those people. Do you know that person? Do you know that company? Do you know if they have someone else that you know work with that person? So to mitigate that, you wanted to know the person or the company, that they do business, so they're aware of the, let's say, legality, the paperwork, the team that they have that they're doing and selling those properties. And also what you can do to mitigate that risk, you have your own people to be involved. Let's say, for example, if you know a real estate agent or an investor who are very familiar with similar type off-market properties, and let's say the document, the property, seeing the property. So you want to partner or ask basically for advice from the professional who done that similar deal. Risk number two, condition of the property. You can't believe how many times I get emails of properties that they would send 4 or 5 pictures of property. They would take the good angle for it, or they would basically take the good stuff and they won't send me the bad stuff for it. So I would see the pictures for that property. It looks good, the price looks good. However, when I go and see the property in person and I see the condition a lot worse than what on the picture. So you want to make sure that the condition is, as you can see it. Obviously, majority of them are as is, so you get to maybe ask for more pictures, or the best part is that you get to go and see it in person, or maybe send someone from your team to check the property, see it in person, maybe send like a walkthrough video or more pictures to see what's going on. What you have to do to really mitigate that risk is to ask about those items: foundation, roof, AC. Those big items are very costly and very important. So what you want to do, ask for them. And also when you go in there to inspect that property, you take your own picture and ask how old are those. Let's say the roof. How old is the roof? The AC, how old is that? And you check and see about foundation. If you kind of like found something it's funny or really is not stable, you want to check that, because it really can get costly when fixing foundation issue. Risk number 3 is legal and title, which somehow it tied to risk number 1 when I talked about working with people that you know and trust. Because with legal, you want to make sure that they're doing legal paperwork, they're making sure that everything is legal, they're using correct document, they're doing all the disclosures to the seller, so they're not taking advantage of seller or not taking advantage of anyone else in the family for that property that they're looking to sell to you. Because here's the thing, once they sell that property to you, you really would be responsible for all that. So if there's anything were not done correctly, all those agreements that they signed with the seller, it gets assigned to you, and all the responsibility all the risk really lie to you. Now, they could be involved too, but you're the one who are the buyer, the one who's purchasing the property. Once they get their commission, once they get their fees, then basically they would move on into different deals. So you are the one who want to make sure everything is legit, everything is legal, which would get us to the second point, title. It is very, very important to make sure that you know the title company that they're doing the paperwork. You know the escrow agent or escrow officer who's really working on that deal to make sure that there is no lien, there is no judgment on that property after you close. The last thing you want to happen is that you go purchase property, maybe fix it, and you're trying to flip that property, or let's say you buy it, fix it to a rental, and then later on you just find out about a lien or a judgment that they couldn't find because for any reason. So that actually would have you still be looking to find a solution for that lien, for that judgment. So you want to first make sure before you close you have everything is legal and legit, and you have to make sure that the title done all the paperwork and everything, so you get a clear title when you buy in those off-market properties. Risk number 4, I see a lot of investors do, thinking that just because it's off-market, that means it's a good deal. You still have to check and see if that exit strategy that you're looking for makes sense. Whether that you're looking for flip that property, you're looking to rental, or any other investment that you're looking for. So you want to check and see before you make your offer and negotiate the price that you're looking for. Risk number 5, funding. So when you buy off-market property, majority of them are cash deals, so where you get to buy them again as is for cash. So what you have to do, if you don't have the funding available so you secure those deals, then it would be risky for losing that deal, although you worked on it, you like the deal. However, if you don't have the cash or the funding available and secure for that property, perhaps now you're risking of losing that deal. So what you have to make sure is that you have the funding ready, whether that's you're buying it cash, you have your private lender, or you're working with hard money loan. You want to see how fast can they fund that deal, how fast can they underwrite that deal, and so you're ready. So when you get those off-market deals, you check the numbers, you check the condition, you know the people, you check if everything is done legal. So then with that makes sense as an investment, then you have your funding ready so you can get that deal fast. Now remember, every investment comes with risk. However, with good strategy, good system, good team, you get to mitigate those risks. So there you have it. Those are the 5 risks that you get to deal with when buying off-market properties. Now, if you're interested and you're looking for off-market properties, we're here at Sunbelt Cash Offer. We buy and sell off-market properties as an investment. So if you're looking, all you have to do, reach out to us. We'll be happy to send you those off-market properties for you to keep as an investment, whether that's a fix and flip, rental, or you want to keep them for any other investment strategy. So all you have to do, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you. Till next time, this is Waleed Yousif. Take care.